My traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, the dawn is breaking on the stage that holds our final destiny. And so my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, don't dream it, be it. Because the show must go on. And on today's episode, do you read Sutter Kane? If not, let me tell you all about it. Now, I got the dreams again. And like, the dreams that I'm about to tell you about, I did not think that this was anything. Like when I had it, I just thought like, oh, I just had a nightmare or whatever. And then I got, it wasn't the same dream, but it was like another sort of, like the theme was the same and it was like the same sort of energy, and I was having the dreams at the same time of night for consecutive nights. And I would wake up at the same time, like from these dreams. And so I was just like, okay, this is something. And from what I've got on the board and the decks that were like wanting to come out today, it seems like this is some sort of warning message. It is also a message about judgment and karma. So, just to explain, because I'm going to show you, like I just call them the black decks. When the black decks come out, it's these two. This is the Tarot of the Crone, and then this is the Marigold Tarot, which I almost gave the Marigold Tarot away, but apparently it has to stay for when we get these sorts of reads. When these sorts of reads come out, there is, like, for this deck specifically for me, there is a collective of beings that come through this deck, and like they haven't given like a name, but it's a family or group of beings, and they're like usually cloaked, okay? And what they do is they monitor energetic states throughout, like, I would guess all the realms, I don't know. But these are the ones who are dealing with people on Earth, and they monitor energetic states, and they're the ones that give signs. They're like tasked with giving like signs and portents and omens about when like someone is like going in a way that they shouldn't be going. These beings are kind of like the steam that starts going off like from your kettle. And they are warning beings, but they are also the beings who like I'm saying it's distribute karma. It like that isn't even like accurate, because they would be like talking about like they would direct energy a certain way. Like they're the ones that have to direct the energy a certain way to prevent like other things from happening. But like they'll warn you. They'll be like, look, you need to get out of the way here because we have to put this energy over here, and if you are here when this energy goes here, like something's gonna happen to you. And so if you're not paying attention to that, then you can jack yourself up, right? So these are karmic beings in a way. And when I was getting the overview energies out, I'm just like, all right, this might make sense. I don't know. I looked under the deck for the Marigold deck, and Justice was just hanging out under there. So I was just like, okay, this is about karma. This is about some form of judgment. It's about some sort of energetic balance going on. And so the dreams, the first dream that I had, the only part I remember because it was the most terrifying was, it was like there was somebody in my phone, like somebody, like when it was kind of like The Ring, right? It was like Samara or some crap. And I was trying very hard to like swipe up on my phone, because swiping up on my phone would have like gotten rid of this thing that was like coming towards me, but I couldn't. It was like stuck. And like I woke up from that dream like understanding that whatever thing was in my phone was like bad. It was a bad thing. And so like there was that dream, and I was kind of like, that is weird. Like I wonder, like, have I been watching anything or like reading anything? Because I do like the movie The Ring, and so when it's just one night, right, I just kind of chalk that up to I'm having some kind of anxiety dream or something. And also I'm on my phone a lot, so, you know, whatever. And then the next night I had a dream about, like, I got, like, usually, like, this is a signifier of, like, a warning dream to me, and it always looks the same. there is an elevator in the dream. When I get onto the elevator, it's like, it's obvious that the elevator is broken and it'll like start to fall, but it'll right itself and I'll be able to get off. And then inevitably somebody else will like get onto the elevator that I was just in, and they just eat it hard. And that happened. The person who got on the elevator this time was J-Lo. Like, I was just like, what? Like, what's J-Lo doing here? It wasn't actually J-Lo, but I think like when like someone well-known appears to you in a dream, usually that's like a signal, like it's a symbol of something else. So the person who got into the elevator and did not get off, and in this dream, like, I don't remember trying to like warn this person or anything like that. The person got onto the elevator, or J-Lo got into the elevator, and like, she just like went down to her doom, man. And so what I think that means is it's possible we could be talking about a femme energy, but it would be someone well known to you, right? Because most people in America, even if they're not a fan of J-Lo, they know who Jennifer Lopez is. And so it could be a femme energy that is well known to you. It could be, it's not like a singer, like, so like stereotypes about J-Lo is that like she's a narcissist, or she's very selfish, or that she's fame hungry, she's clout hungry, she uses people. It could be someone that would be well known to you who maybe embodies those more negative aspects. Maybe they're very attractive or something like that. But just because I'm saying femme energy, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a woman. It could also be a man that we're talking about, or a non-binary person. So those were the two dreams. And so what I have on the board here, besides our justice who is overseeing everything, I've got the Six of Cups and the Two of Wands. I would guess, right? Like I said, someone well known to you, someone from your past maybe, but I mean, Six of Cups is someone who you would know. And so it could be that like this person is watching you somehow. They're kind of, or they're thinking about taking some sort of action to you. And when I was looking under the deck, right, because I don't see anything super dramatic on the board yet, when I was looking under the deck, under the decks that I had shuffled, what I was seeing was sort of like, did I shuffle again, or is it all still here? Oh yeah, the Justice, like there is someone who is blocked, right? Whoever this person is, they are blocked from some sort of happiness, maybe like a community, a family unit, and there is someone in that family unit. It would be like a matriarch or a wife, or someone who has great importance within that unit is like actively driving them off. Like probably for their own, like it's like for the long-term health of the community, the family, their own like energetic field or whatever. And then when I saw under this one, we got this Knight of Wands, and like these are all in like the reverse. I don't know if that particularly means anything, but based on kind of the progression of the cards, it might. We had someone here rush off into some sort of group, some sort of situation. These could be friends, these could be like romantic relationships, something. And then I have this Six of Cups here. It's possible that while this person was dealing with y'all and your family, they were dealing with a completely other group. Because then we have this Three of Swords, right? Three of Swords. So something was negative here. Temperance. Likely, this is giving like a long time ago, because all of this stuff is under the deck. Under the deck. And it's just sort of like, something happened. Something happened, I don't know what, but it'll probably fit that type of narrative for y'all, but I don't see that happening on the board. So we have that Six of Cups with the Two of Wands. We have the Page of Cups with the Four of Coins. This person, whoever they are, they would not have talked to you. This person might be feeling, like if this person, let's say they would owe you an apology for something. This person is just like, I'm not apologizing to this person. So like while they're watching you, if they're literally watching you, this is a form of the evil eye. and that's accruing more karma on them because that is their own blockage, right? You know, the Tao must flow. So if they're withholding something from you, that is why these karmic beings would be acting on this person. Especially if like something that they're doing is causing harm to another, or it did, and it was like not part of the Tao, okay? Like, because some things, like, you gotta like look like real big picture at certain like balances, because people will think that like karma and universal justice and balance is like a complete like one-to-one thing that happens to you, and it's very personal. At times it can be personal, but like sometimes the universal balance is about like a lot of people getting a, like, let's say there's too many people, right? And like our ecosystem is getting imbalanced. Well, the judgment on that will be, let's give all these people a disease and we're gonna kill off some of the population and bring the shit back into balance. The people who get the disease or whatever, that has like, can have nothing to do with anybody. Like if you're a good person or a bad person, it's like pulled back. We got to look at the whole here. We got to look at the operation of the whole, and we just got to get rid of some people. And that doesn't have anything to do with anybody's like how you were living, other than like you were more susceptible to that disease or not. So that like, that's more like karma. It's like big picture stuff. So if this person is receiving some form of karmic retribution for certain behaviors, I promise you, while you may have been affected by this person, people only receive those types of major judgments for things that they have done for a long time, and usually to many people. So it is not personal to you that they're getting this karma, though it would probably affect you in some way, okay? So you were likely neither the first nor the last. Who knows? So this person is in some sort of withholding state with their Page of Cups. That's like withholding energy, withholding care, withholding affection, withholding an apology. And then in our final column, we have the King of Wands with the Ace of Wands. Now that is very yang, okay? And so I don't know, I'm gonna go ahead and say like King of Wands, Ace of Wands. It could be that we're talking about like a lustful person. I'm not getting that very heavily off of the read. The direction that I'm more going towards is that it is possible that if this person like would want to talk to you, but for like pride reasons, or like feeling like, I don't know, somehow y'all are the one in the wrong and what's happening to them is unfair, even though it's their own doing. And they're like withholding, like, I don't owe this person anything and blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna get them to come to me. So this person possibly in this King of Wands state is more acting as a magician. It might not be a literal magician, but somehow this person might be employing like some sort of technique that would be designed to get you to come to them. Or what that means is this person is eventually going to move out of this like withholding state and get into more like proactive, like they're gonna contact you or something, but it doesn't feel right. The energy on whoever these people are, it feels weird to me. Like this almost feels like someone trying to like bully their way back into a situation. And it's kind of like, I don't know who anybody thinks they are. But let's go ahead and see what the karmic beings have to say to us, like about whatever this is, whoever this is. See, now I'm almost finished with my tea deck, but I don't think I'm gonna, I'm not gonna be able to print it for a while. But like this would be perfect for the tea, the karmic tea. There. Ooh. Okay, wow. All right, whoever this person is who is watching you, they are some sort of like, first of all, because I'm going to go with the traditional meaning on some of these, cards, and then I'm going to go with kind of like what it looks like intuitive stuff based on the imagery. We got somebody here that y'all would know, somebody from y'all's past. The person who is watching you in some capacity, if they're not watching you, they're like thinking about you, right? They're like holding you in their mind's eye, which is technically watching you. This person is in the Seven of Wands. So in some way they are blocked. Like that's kind of like a firewall. But I'm telling you, like, that looks like kind of like a malevolent force, right? The malevolent force is like firewalled out of like somebody's life, right? Who is this person? They are the Emperor. So like I said, we got yang out the yin yang, okay? But like, look at this version of the Emperor. This is like an unyielding, like, obelisk or whatever, and we just got bodies. So however this person achieved their status of Emperor, they did it on the backs and bodies of other people. Likely people who they used, abused, and then moved on from, right? So, except the people that like bow down and worship them, like likely. But anyway, not good, not great energy here. And then we have this Shadow of Swords. This is like, it's the negative aspect of the sword. So this person might lie. They would lie to themselves as well as other people, because this is like an image like broken in a mirror. This is a very painful person to deal with. It is likely this person's own presence within themselves is also painful to sit in. So this person lies to themselves. I just got like that freaking thing from Poltergeist. They lie to her. They say things only a child would understand. Like shit like that, okay? I don't think this person's a predator. Like not like that, by the way. Because we just brought up children. But this person is like an endless like maze of like deception and lies and just like, I'm hearing bullshit, just bullshit. This person is nothing but bullshit. And when someone is bullshit, the only way they can become the Emperor is this way that I've just described. And so this person's in a glass case of emotion right now. I don't know. And also, I'm telling you, they might be watching y'all through y'all's phones, because when I was looking at that, I felt like I was holding my phone, and like this is the thing that was trying to come through the phone. Like this is the thing that I'm like trying to like swipe away, because it's like, ooh, like it's coming like closer. And it's bad, whatever it is. I'm just getting weird things from this because I'm listening to the card, and the card is going down is up and up is down, this and that and all around, and it's just like, I don't know, this person, people, when they're in that energy for too long, it's like they shatter. So this person might be going through some kind of like weird mental health thing, because when you're like constantly lying, that's gonna jack with your own head. So I don't know what this person's thinking right now, or these people. I also just heard great glass elevator, like Wonkavator. Like, I don't know. But you know, I should have said that as well. When we get these kinds, when these sorts of beings, like when I get being messages, they can tend to get kind of like weird and symbolic and cryptic, because the beings themselves are not human beings. So they're going to communicate through like a lot of abstractions and things like that. But I would just guess that like what I have talked about is, what has needed to come out about whoever this person is. And there is something about digital space with this person, because this also kind of looks like a circuit board. There's something about like this is like navigating like shards of reality, which would be the internet. The internet is some sort of mirror, a broken mirror. All right, so that's who that person is, or their type, right? The energy that they're embodying. So now this Four of Coins, Page of Cups, we have the Witch of Discs. Oh, this person either thinks like that's just being important. This person either thinks God or the forces owes them an apology and is being withholding. But remember, I said it was a matriarchal figure or an empress or something that was like blocking this person out. If y'all are embodying that energy, and if you're a man, you can embody that energy, the Witch of Discs is you. What this person believes is that you are withholding something like purposefully from them. That's what that Page of Cups, like Four of Coins is. This is something that did something to y'all, and like they now think that you are withholding from them, but it would be something that like they were owed. Okay. So now this King of Wands, Ace of Wands. The Grandmother of Discs. I'm telling you, like, there's matriarchal energy on this card, but this person is like trying to like conjure. Like if you were ever like in a relationship with anyone, right? And I'm talking about if it was a friend of yours, a family member, a lover, whoever, where you were like very, very caring and caregiving to another person. Like you cooked a lot of meals for them, or like you were just very much like the embodiment of that like benevolent, like matriarchal empress energy to someone. It's like they are trying very hard to like conjure that, either that version of you back into their lives. They want the Witch of Discs to go to the Grandmother of Discs, this harder energy. They want it to be soft again. Or they are trying to find this or manifest it. If it's not from y'all, it's from other people. I don't know. Okay, we need a little bit more from the Terror of the Crone on these last two, and then we'll get into details. All right, the switch it up. There's the Council. The Council has spoken. These are the beings, right? The Grandmother of Wands. These are usually how these beings show up in the read. So what this is essentially saying is like, y'all are with these beings. Whether you know it or not, you don't have to think of them as beings. It's just a force, right? It's the force of the judgment, right? These would be like God, like, I don't know, like an angel. It's not an angel of war, but it's like the type of angel that would be associated with this. So like y'all might very well like either have an intuitive understanding of the forces that I'm talking about. You might commune with those beings. You might have some regular contact with those beings. You might sit in your own human way amongst the council, all right? And the Three of Cups, like this is saying that like y'all are good. Like I don't know what this person is thinking, but like y'all are good with this like Three of Cups, because it's like you are in the mantle of these beings. So like y'all are fine, y'all are protected, and like it's just like this is a benevolent force for y'all. Like y'all, like if you can see like they're hooded here, and then the beings here, you can see their hoods are like pulled back. Like you would know these beings face to face, you know, like that metaphorical language where God and Moses spoke face to face. That's the type of intimacy that you would have with these beings. But if you also look at this, this is very like woman, feminine, like body part type of energy. It's very, I mean the crone, right? But like this is very vaginal. So like there's just a lot of that type of interior energy on this. And like I said, just because I'm saying that, this doesn't mean that this read is like a woman versus a man or whatever. Men can also be in that energy and have understanding of that energy, and in fact be under the cloak of protection of that energy. So just because you're a man, if you're vibing with like what I'm talking about, it would just be that you're in touch with these things like within yourself. Obviously you don't have a vagina, but you have an interior space. Like that's what it's talking about in your case. So then this Grandmother of Discs underneath our King of Wands, Ace of Wands. The Shadow of Discs, and like here's the thing is that like even before I started shuffling, what I was getting was nope. No, like whoever this is not gonna have any result. This person is like in some kind of fucking wasteland, or they will be. And there isn't gonna be any, like, if you look at this, right? because you can even look at the background. The backgrounds of the cards look similar. It's like this person's trying to summon this comforting presence in the midst of like desolation. And it's like, no, like you can't do that. You can't do that, sorry. So, and you can also see on this wasteland, I don't know if you can see that well, like right here, this is like a spider with a web, and there's like an ant. And it's like there is something like very predatory about this person. And that's why like the King of Wands is like in an odd energy. And that's like bringing me back to like this as well. This sort of like manipulative, like weird shit. It's like they want to take somebody and like use them up again, like as comfort in this wasteland. I don't know if you know that you were a comfort to somebody when they were in a wasteland prior, that might be why they think they can do this. But they can't. They just got to go through the wasteland, sorry. Oh, there's one more card. But the wasteland would be the result of this person being on the wrong side of the energy for like a while. Yeah, Grandmother of Swords. And this is about, okay, so whenever we get into stuff like this, ooh, the crossroads, they're beings, oh my God. Yes, the priestess. Like this is very, usually these beings come across as kind of spooky, the calling, oh my God. Here's the thing. Whenever somebody's going through something like this, whenever somebody is going through a self-created wasteland, you actually don't want to interfere at all. Even though like you might like, especially like, you'll come across somebody who's like in a wasteland and you'll feel sorry for them without knowing, like it's like you don't know how they got into that situation. And it's sort of like you just kind of have to leave people unless you are like officially directed by like a higher force to get yourself involved. People need to go through their own wastelands, because the point of all this is not to be like horrible and cruel to people with this stuff. It is to get them to understand the general functioning of like the universal forces. That's what this is for. That's like the lesson. And the thing is, those sorts of things, like I could very easily say that is like, it's to get someone to understand universal law. Universal law, that's a way of talking about something. It is not so, like when you say law, right, that sounds very final. None of that is like final. The universal laws are really guidelines. But the thing is, for most of us, they're going to be mostly things that we never deviate from, or, you know, because it just wouldn't be necessary. Or like the people who end up deviating from those laws and guidelines are typically people, when I say they have the ability to do so, it's like they have the sanction to do so. They're on a different level, okay? And like you can get to that level or whatever, but I'm just saying, usually once you start talking about going to different levels in that way where certain universal laws or guidelines are not going to technically apply to you anymore, usually that comes with like greater responsibilities and burdens and all of that stuff. So it's not that like you're getting there and you're like, I just get to do whatever I want. Like that's not the case, okay? So anyway, what these karmic reads are about are not to be like, yay, this person is like eating shit now. I'm so happy about it. It might give you some alignment, like it might give you some validation to get you like to work through some of the past energies with people who have harmed you. It might do that. But what this person, this is, the reason why this person would be experiencing this ultimately is these beings are still monitoring this person. Like this person has not been totally abandoned, but it's to get them to turn towards something that they are not able to see or understand, and learn about it. Because that's about like turning inward toward yourself, your own inner forces and all of this stuff, to like become a more mature person, a more capable person at the end of the day. And what this person is trying to do is call for mommy. That's what's happening. They're calling for mommy. However mommy looks, whatever form that is taking. And like the universal forces are saying, you do not have access to mommy anymore. You, in fact, when you had mommy there, You, in fact, harmed mommy. So now you do not have mommy through this new wasteland. Because that was probably, if you are vibing with that, like you felt like someone's mother, or you were someone's mother, this very well could be a child of yours, or an adopted child, a niece, nephew, something, okay? If you were in that role to someone, and they took all of your love and attention and affection and your caregiving and all of that, and they used it, abused it, threw it in your face, tossed you to the side, and then walked right out the door, they did not learn the lesson, which was, we have sent you in tangible form someone to help you, to give you comfort through whatever wasteland you're in. And then this person with that gift shit on it, okay? And they didn't understand what was going on there. And that whatever boons or benefits or whatever that your caregiving gave them in order to go out into the world, that was only going to last for a certain amount of time, because people always have time. There is always space for someone to figure out what went wrong. Like, they're given that time. And that doesn't mean that they necessarily, like, oh, you have to, like let's say this was a romantic partner. That person doesn't necessarily have to come back to the former partner and, like, be with them. Like, that's not a thing. But they can understand that, like, what happened was, like, wrong and unjust. And they can come back and atone and, like, be okay in the energy, whether y'all completely separate after that, whether you can cultivate a friendship, whatever. So this person would not have done that. They would have, in fact, like, kept going on and, like, racking up more bodies, right? Bodies. And so, like, eventually someone has too many bodies, and then they're going to get the energetic kickback, right? And the new wasteland has been created. And in this person's mind, now that they are in the wasteland yet again, they are thinking back. They're going back through the little Rolodex in their mind and going, who took care of me the last time? Oh, this person. Let me get them. And now that person is also no longer there. And so now it's the harder version of the lesson. And maybe the lesson that they really needed all along is that this person, some people, they need to have everything ripped away from them. I'm thinking about King Nebuchadnezzar now, okay? And the same lesson had to be visited on Nebuchadnezzar's son as well. It's just like, all right, take their shit. Like, we gotta get these people eating grass like a fucking cow before we can give them back. It's like a humbling experience, right? This person managed to get some power, and now that has been stripped from them and they are being humbled. They will likely be humbled for the karmic cycle. Depending on this will go on for the next 7 years at the very least. And the thing is, it's like, it depends on what this person does in the wasteland. Someone can take that and go deeper still. And deeper until they die, okay? So it's just like, it is up to them to figure that out, this time without any, like, Obi-Wan Kenobi, like, in the matriarchal sense, right? They had a guide the last time, now you got no guide. Now you need to rely on finding your inner guide. And it might be that part of the lesson before was that they had a guide to help them get in touch with themselves in whatever capacity that's going to look, because you can do that in a completely atheistic way. And this person didn't do that. They didn't make use of the guide. They didn't do anything like that. So here we are. Okay. So I don't know. I kind of don't even, like, before I was kind of like, I'm interested in what this person did. I'm kind of not even interested in what this person did. I'm going to get 3 cards on our first column, and maybe we can speed through this, because this just sort of seems like Karma CNN. And if there is any warning that needs to come out, like, that'll come out for y'all. I don't know, because apparently this person is somehow either thinking about you very heavily, or they are in fact monitoring you in some way. Okay, not these. These. Oh, it's 1 and then 3. Okay, I got you. I got you. We're building on the read. I gotta listen to these people, all right? Oh my God, this is bothering me so bad. It's like I have a piece of hair, like, stuck or caught or something, and I can feel it, like, brushing against my skin, but I like can't get rid of it. It's like stuck in one of my little pimple patches or something. I don't know, I'll fix it later. Oh, yeah, okay, 10 of Cups. And the Devil beneath the deck. What, Queen of Cups under the deck. I'm telling y'all, this person had like a whole fucking family or a family situation. The Devil, they just, ew. Ace of Rings, some of these people were married. Some of these people were married to these people and they were out here, I'm hearing, on the streets. 7 of Rings. Chariot, 7 of Rings, this person was given, like, not actual, like, these are metaphoric rings, right? This person was dealing with, like, a lot of energies, 10 of Wands, at the same time that they were, like, dealing with y'all or something, and this made them feel like the person, the star, the 9 of Cups, but it was all the 3 of Swords, all right? So that's probably, like, a little, you know, recap of the past when y'all knew this person. They like had a whole family or family type of setup in some capacity, and they were kind of using that as like an energetic like battery, and then they would take all of that energy and just go out and just be like a loose booty with like all of these other people, if it was like a romantic thing, or it was sort of like this person was using that energy to like big themselves up in front of like all of these other like acquaintances and people, but like treating their own family or family situation like it was trash. I don't know if this person didn't understand where the energy was coming from, because it wasn't coming from them, it was coming from like the setup that they had. And then because they like, I don't know, maybe they thought that like with the energy, right, with their home base, right, they would then go out, well, I have all of these other people now, so I don't need this other person, or I don't need my family or whatever. So they trashed the family and went out to these other people, but none of these other people are like this person's home base. Like that's not something that you can just, like that's not something that comes along every day. That's why I'm so like serious about y'all people who are in marriages. Like you do not leave that unless it is like an extreme issue. You do your utmost to work that out, especially if within the marriage you are experiencing like some form of growth and abundance. And so like what I'm talking about is people experiencing growth and abundance within their marriages and family situations, and then like letting that go to their head, or like what they feel is like like they get bored, or they think their partner's boring or whatever. And like the thing is, you kind of need a level of boringness to create that sort of stability. So I don't know, but like people get all kinds of crap in their heads, and they think that like they're the ones, like they're the only ones that are creating that, and it's all them. And it's just like, no, it's not. And then they have these rude awakenings when they realize that that energy doesn't last. And then everything comes crashing down, and now you don't have your family anymore. Now you're in the wasteland. And now where are all these people who were like, because usually when somebody's doing something like that, the people who they're attracting are like bottom feeders as well. And they're only there when you're in like that more abundant energy. And if you're not the one creating that, if you're not the one facilitating it, when it goes away, then the other people are going to go away as well. And nobody's going to help you make that. Nobody's going to be there to do that work with you, because it's hard work. And that is why I'm just like, y'all better be sure before y'all end marriages. I swear to God. Let's see here. What do we have? Oh yeah, this person's got nothing. No partner. 4 of Swords, the Lovers, 2 of Swords, no partner. No partner, no lover, and it is justice. It is justice for this person to not have anyone, to be sitting wherever it is that they are by themselves. There's that hair again. Don't know if this has some sort of like impact for the read, or like I'm just being annoyed. They have to sit there wherever they are and like watch, I would guess like watch their own happiness. Oh my God, like, ooh, they don't like that. Stressed out, emotionally overwhelmed, and they want to come back, but they can't. Knight of Cups, Three of Wands, the Tower. It's sort of like, oh my God, this person is like kind of fucking evil. I'm just going under the deck here. This is the sort of person, what they're thinking, right, is like, I want to come back in, right? I want to come back in to destroy whatever it is. I want to destroy my own family. The family that I shit on and abandon. I see them over there having a good time. Fuck them. If I can't have it, then no one can. This is demonic. King of Pentacles, this is disgusting. The devil. Fuck this person. Whoever these people are, they might try and come in and like, dude, that's why it was like coming through my phone is like something evil. It's like something's coming towards y'all that is like evil, and this is why. This is an evil ass mentality. Whoever these people are that have it, and you just let them plummet down the elevator shaft of the sub-levels of like hell, and they can stay there. This is trash. The Emperor, this is who we're talking about. The Emperor, King of Pentacles. The cats are going crazy. I know, it's wild energy and it's awful, y'all, but can you tell? All right, so in our first column, right, we've got the Knight of Swords. So, I mean, that's a fairly violent energy. It's kind of like, especially in this, it's kind of like off with their heads a little bit. I don't know if this person's mad about something. 10 of Wands, whatever energetic burden they've been saddled with, like, yes, and they can't like get rid of it. It's like 10 of Wands, 7 of Wands, the 2 of Cups. This is something like, no one wants to help me. So they would have like gone around all of that. This person might have gone to like multiple past relationships, friendships, family members, past partners, and like no one wants to help this person. It's like they're talking to people and everyone's like, no, do not, you're not bringing that. You are not bringing this 10 of Wands to me. No. You're not bringing that to me. So they could have gone to multiple people. They also could be thinking that if they try and bring this burden to your door, that this is what y'all are going to do. Okay, so it could be either one of those things. But I would just tell you, right, like when people do really egregious shit to people, they're going to try and exhaust every other option before they come to the actual people who they did real harm to. So whoever these people are, they are out of every option. I tell you, they're in the wasteland. And so it's just like, all right. 4 of Rings. Oh, that's that. This is the 4 of Coins. So we have a repeating thing here. So, this person wants, like, do you see how in this one, it's like there are 2 people, like, reaching for each other? I'm not sure if this is saying that, like, this person wants to reach out to you, but it's like y'all are, like, withholding, duh. Yeah, 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords, the Star, and the Ace of Cups. This person's plan is to somehow fuck y'all up. When this person goes from this version of the 4 of Coins to this version, because you can see it's more of like a reaching out place, what they plan to do is like destroy, there's like some sort of like, it's giving very, like, I'm not talking about this literally, but it's giving very grapist energy because we're talking about like the maternal figure. This is like, I want to grape that. Like, I see that over there having a good time. I no longer have access to it. And we are King of Wands, Ace of Wands. I am speaking completely in the metaphorical sense, but what this person wants to do is ruin whatever Star, Ace of Cups that y'all have for yourselves right now. That's what they want to do. Or they want to plot on it, something, but it is giving heavy, like, I will destroy that thing because it should be mine and it's not. Mommy doesn't want to give me a hug, I'm going to punch mommy in the face. I don't know. This person has a very, very violent mentality. And I would say if y'all have ever, right, if this person was in any way actually physically abusive to y'all, like, obviously, okay? obviously, like, that's real danger. That's real danger. I would say that's probably a small percent of the people that I'm talking to. We're talking about more of like a user. This person would have been verbally abusive or something like that. Like, most of the people here probably aren't dealing with actual like DV or anything, but the mentality's there. The mentality's there. And so that's what this person kind of wants in this very like weird, savage, like, I'm gonna get this, like, no matter what, blah, blah, blah. 7 of Swords. Like I said, this person's like, all right, the 7 of Swords on this person. The Ace of Pentacles, they are going to come to you, the Empress. They're going to come to the Empress and it's gonna look good, okay? I'm telling y'all. Page of Swords. You see how this person is a little bitch though? This person's a little bitch, and what they're trying to do, they're trying to plot on it. They're trying to like, let me get back in this person's good graces and then I'm gonna fuck them. I'm gonna fuck them up because fuck them, fuck them, fuck them. It's like, this person is so fucking mad, dude. I'm gonna get a little more on this and then we're just gonna go to final advice outcome. So this is essentially just like, if anything about what I just said is like at all familiar to you about a past situation, do not let this person back in, because they aren't okay. They're not okay. Let them be in the wasteland. That is what they chose. Do not reach out this hand to them. Do not. They're going to bite it and rip it the fuck off, okay? All right, that's a mongrel is what we're talking about. We're talking about a rabid dog going on right now. So let's see. Ace of Pentacles is, don't. No, do not, like, I don't block, like, if you haven't blocked this person everywhere, block them. I don't know, move houses, change your number, do something. Do something, like, to prevent this person from being able to come in at all. That's, like, your best bet on this one. And, like, keep going. Whoever you are, whoever I'm talking to and giving the warning to, do everything that I said, you keep going forward. Keep going forward, forget whoever is in your past, forget them. They have struck themselves from the book of life. Their name is no longer writ there. They are in the book of darkness now, and they put their own signature on it. So that's where they get to be. And so that's what they're dealing with. That is not for you. If you entertain this person, you will be dragged to hell with them. Drag me to hell. That's what that Jennifer Lopez thing was with her going into, like, she was being like sucked down into this elevator shaft. Drag me to hell is what's happening right now. Yeah, 10 of coins. Like, you're going forward into some sort of new version of the 10 of coins, or you're already there. Okay? Like, you are going to have new family, new connections, more money, abundance. Y'all the Empress, Emperor, non-gendered version of that energy, but you're a very caring, nurturing, giving, loving person, no matter if you are a man or a woman, okay? Y'all are nice people. You don't deserve this, okay? So, like, for once, okay, this is when the forces are just like, yes, we know forgiveness. But, like, you just forgiven the energy and don't fuck with this person. Do not, y'all bitches, because Jesus was dragging y'all on one of the other reads and saying, like, do not help. Like, don't do it. Sometimes you are, in fact, and I don't even say this because, like, you'll hear people say, like, oh, no, you need to always pray for your enemies and stuff like that. In general, that is, from my perspective, yes, in general, you want to do that. However, if you receive a directive from a higher source to stop praying for someone, do it immediately. But the thing is, that is usually in extreme circumstances, and you're going to get it from like something's going to stop you. It's going to be a very, very clear directive. You are to stop sending this person any sort of energy whatsoever. You need to revoke it completely, because even the energy, and that's usually like they're given that window of time, right? So it's like, yes, we can still be giving them energetic support. If they don't learn, if they keep doing it, then the forces come back and say, remove the protection. Remove it. Remove all sources of aid. This person needs it the hard way. But like, a reader is not going to be able to tell you whether or not that you need to do that. That is going to be coming directly from like above. Okay. So I'm just saying, if you get one of those sorts of directives, right? But you hear like a lot of readers going, oh no, but you should always pray for your enemies and still, oh, you should always. No, not always. Not always, okay? They're not laws, they're guidelines, all right? But like, again, like a reader can't tell you that. You have to hear that like from your own people. The Queen of Pentacles, yeah, y'all are good, okay? Y'all are gonna like, just don't even worry about this person. Y'all are gonna be good. And I was gonna ask, I was like, oh, can we hear about the collective's goodness? And it's sort of like, no, that's for other readings that we will give on this channel. This is basically just a warning, and to give those who would need this warning enough of an idea who these people would be, especially if you're a very considerate, compassionate person. And if someone did come to you, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, you would reach out that hand. I'm sorry, this person metaphorically is demonic, all right? They are plotting to do you like direct harm, and nobody wants to see that. Let's go ahead, and we're getting final advice outcome from the small deck. Eventually they'll transition out of this. It's just that, you know, they got to get whatever energy that they're in right now to be this freaking weird and disgusting. Like that's what this wasteland is meant to like burn out of them. And if it doesn't, they're just going to go to a lower level of hell and like deal with worse demons and everything like that, worse situations. And then they'll just probably die. I don't know. Aw. Do 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 boom boom. Yeah, y'all are good. Y'all are good, okay? Like, y'all 9 of Pentacles. And whoever is, like, outside looking in that 7 of Swords thing is, like, in some sort of, like, fucked up drama. And they're just, like, looking at y'all being very, like, they're watching y'all being attractive and, like, happy and maybe in, like, other relationships, new friends, new everything. And they're just, like, like that. Okay, I was about to say it's not funny, but no, like literally everyone just went, it is actually really fucking funny. And that is part of the karma, is this person is getting laughed at by everyone and everything for what they've done, which would mean that this person not only kicked people when they were down to get to where they are, they not only used and abused people, they then mocked those people publicly. All right, so let's see, final advice outcome. Yeah, this person is like, I think they're traveling towards y'all to like ask for something. God says no, like you just need to leave this person, okay? If you don't, like the Hierophant came in the reverse. If you don't walk away from this person, it is essentially against God. In this instance, it would be against God or the Tao to offer this person any sort of respite, okay? So y'all just need to keep walking. Keep walking. Yeah, it's against God because it's the devil. They all just flipped up like, oh my Lord. Yeah, it's sort of like, this person is traveling towards you in some sort of like, they're going to try and present themselves in like fresh energy, but it's deception. With that moon, like there's something else going on here that's like weird. Yeah, and it's just, no, okay. Yes, so what, like the denial of this, right? And they might even try to, because what they're saying is they're going to ask you for something, right? Do not, like, this is like the fucking Tao forces karma going, no. No, this is not of the Tao. This is not, whatever they're asking you for is a no. It's an absolute no. And this person might, if they know that you're like religious or like something, or just like a caring individual, they might try to like use that against you. Like, oh, but like your faith says this. And it's like, okay, well, God just told me that. So suck dicks, okay? This person might actually pursue you for a while. They might, 8 of Wands, 7 of Coins, they might somehow, I'm going to ask how, but like, when this Hierophant came upside down, this person might be like talking like, oh, but like marriage and like I found Jesus and all this shit. It is nothing but a trick of the devil in a bad way, because you know I'm usually over here talking about the devil in their proper place is like a servant of God and they're your advocate and all of that. This person has Satan in front of them, and like when Satan's in front of you, when Satan is in front of a person, you can't fuck with that person. You simply cannot. It's gonna fuck all your shit up. And the thing is, if you have Satan behind you, Satan will tell you, oh yeah, that person, I got them. Their name's in my book. You can check with Satan. Hey, Satan, is that person's name in your book? Yeah, bitch, it is. And it's like, all right, thank you, Satan, bye. All right, so I'm gonna look and see how is this person or these people gaining access to the collective? Like, how is that going down? How is it just like, it might just be an energetic thing that it's gonna take a while. Oh, y'all might have some people in common still. Y'all might have some people in common still. Yeah, y'all need to, if you have any sort of people in common still, like friends or whatever, I'm so fucking serious about this. Y'all need to dead those connections. Y'all need to dead, this is like a threshold. You need to dead every possible, that you can conceive of, every possible portal, threshold that this person has towards you, death, Four of Swords, and that means people as well. Block, like, you gotta get rid of him. You gotta get rid of him. It's like, cause this is crazy, whatever it is. It's enough of a, like a liability that you just simply cannot deal with it. Yeah, because this person will work through those people long-term to get to you. Yes, this person's crazy. The Emperor and the Temperance, this is like a long game for this person, whoever it is. So that's like creeping me the fuck out. Yeah, and they're gonna try and this is like, I don't know, this is almost like someone's brother coming to y'all. Like another male, well, it doesn't have to be male, but it's like a, whatever sex or gender the person is who I'm talking about, it's like they are going to get maybe someone of the same sex, like a platonic friend of theirs, it could just be a platonic friend, to come and talk to y'all. And it's just like, if that does happen, you are to ignore it. And if whoever comes to you, right? Yes, ignore. 10 of Swords. Here's the thing as well. If someone does come to you, speaking on behalf of the person who I'm talking about, because y'all might go, oh, well, I kind of knew this person, but they would like never do this, and like this would never happen, blah, blah, blah. If it happens, the person who comes to you on this person's behalf, you don't have to say anything to this person. Be like, oh, well, you know, no, thank you. I don't want to reconnect with this individual, blah, blah, blah. The moment that that mutual friend leaves your area, you block that individual everywhere and you never have another thing to do with them. That person just needs to be metaphorically destroyed from your life. I'm dead serious about this. Whoever reveals themselves to be in alignment with this person, they are also in alignment with a drag me to hell scenario, like in their own realm. Because here's the thing, and it's so unfortunate, it's that like people who have been conditioned by abusers, like in their own life, they will still be sitting there until they deal with it, and they will facilitate, like unconsciously, abuse onto other people they know. They will facilitate it. Okay, and so when you see that, you just need to understand real deep down, there's probably no going back for this person as well, for whatever situations that they are in. If they are not seeing the writing on the wall and they need to go through like their own wasteland, and however that's going to look for them. So let's go ahead and close with the Son and the Father. Jesus says, your faith has saved you. Go in peace. You. Not anybody else, you. Jesus also says, I have prayed for you that your faith may not fail. This is something about like praying for people, but it's sort of like if you have received a directive or you get one to stop sending anybody beneficial energy, it's like, look, you got to listen to that shit, okay? You just got to listen to this, because this is about like y'all hoping, even if you never ever intended to ever experience this person again in this lifetime in any capacity, y'all still would have been thinking like, you know what, I hope that person does well. I hope they didn't, okay? You know, sorry, it happens, but like you need to stop that. You need to, if you're doing it, you probably need to stop it, but obviously go with the higher source on that one. Jesus also says, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. So let's reverse that out. Who currently is walking in the light and who is stumbling in the darkness? Okay, like that is the lesson here. And it's not about specifically Jesus. It is about finding the inner enlightenment, the inner understanding how to navigate the world, right? And Jesus, whether Jesus was a real person or not, Muhammad, all of them, they were talking about something universal. So let us close out, as we mostly always do, with the highest authority. That highest authority, of course, being Bob, our Father who art in heaven. We close with the word of Bob that is good all the time. All right, Bob says, you can do anything you want to. You can do anything you want to do. This is your world. That's about y'all. Y'all are getting ready to go into like milk and honey and some crap, okay? So just don't. Whatever's behind you is Satan. And Satan stays behind you. And you walk forward into the light. Like, go into the light, Carol Ann. Oh my God. Bob also says, every day is a good day when you paint. So this is about staying on y'all spiritual. Y'all might need to like do a little bit extra on your own spiritual practice. I'm not really talking about cleansing or whatever, but like if you maybe in whatever you do, if you do prayer, if you read certain books or texts, or if you just spend some time vibing with the forces, you might want to step up a little bit on that, you know, for a period of time to make sure like you're shored up with your energetic connections, okay? Bob also says, they say everything looks better with odd numbers of things, but sometimes I put even numbers just to upset the critics. This is something about like just desserts. Like, and it's just sort of like, yeah, the world was built for two, baby, now you do. But also sometimes the road, it gets tough and love is not enough. I don't know why. There is something about this. This is sort of like, if we were talking about like actual God as an anthropomorphized like person, God just went, you know what? I prefer my plan to look this way. But for this person over here, let's make it look this way. Just to upset the critics. So, my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, this is reality, and I am your GM, your game master for this, the game of life. I am also, of course, the greatest magician of BH, and perhaps the greatest magician of all time. And together, you and I will perform the greatest magic trick of all time. We will reverse the polarities of the world, make America great for once, fly this boat to the moon somehow, shift the world onto the mega happy timeline, perhaps leaving it a much better place than it ever has been before, because we are my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies. Crawling on the planet's face, some insects called the human race, lost in time and lost in space. End meaning.